Are you reflecting on where life has taken you and perhaps wondering what lies ahead? Health concerns, financial worries. Would you rather not age with grace and ease?
Welcome back, everyone. For this deep dive, we're going to be focusing on you, amazing women out there.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, the ones over 65,
Yeah.
ready to embrace this exciting chapter,
Yeah.
with grace and purpose and all that good stuff.
I love it.
So we're diving into this blog post today called Gratitude and Grace, The Secret to Aging at Ease. And it's from a blog called Time for Tranquility by Susan Williams.
Okay.
This isn't, she's just an average woman who's been through a lot,
Oh, yeah.
especially during the pandemic. But she's using those experiences to help other women kind of, find peace and discover themselves in their golden years. And it's really fascinating how she connects gratitude and grace.
Right.
And we're going to uncover some practical ways to make these qualities part of your everyday life.
Yeah, I think that's what people really need.
Yeah.
They need that how-to.
Exactly.
Because you hear these things.
Yeah.
Gratitude, grace.
It sounds great.
But what does it actually look like
Right. How do you do it?
in your life? Yeah.
So what really struck me about Susan's post is how she addresses that feeling of emptiness
Right.
that a lot of women experience at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't shy away from the challenges of aging,
No, she doesn't.
but instead emphasizes the freedom that it brings.
Right.
The freedom to explore,
Yeah.
to redefine yourself, to find what truly brings you joy now.
It's a beautiful way to look at it.
Yeah, and it's like she's saying, okay, the kids are grown, maybe you're retired, so what's next?
Exactly.
What fills your cup now?
What lights you up? Yeah.
And that's where gratitude comes in, right?
It's so crucial.
She talks about shifting our focus from what might be missing to appreciating all the good that's already present in our lives.
That shift in perspective is so powerful. It's not about denying any difficulties,
Right.
but it's about choosing to focus on the abundance that's already there,
And that's where the grace comes in.
Absolutely.
It's that ability to accept things as they are.
Yeah, with that composure and kindness. Even when life throws curveballs.
Oh, totally.
Grace is about recognizing that we don't have to fight against a current all the time.
Yeah.
We can find a way to flow with it, to navigate those ups and downs, with a sense of ease and acceptance.
Oh, I love that. And that's especially important as we get older, right?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, we've all experienced major life transitions by this point.
For sure.
Retirement, kids, moving out, maybe some health challenges.
Yeah, life gets real.
And grace allows us to approach these changes with a sense of calm
Yes.
instead of getting, swept away by the worry or frustration.
Exactly. Susan really emphasizes the importance of accepting life as it unfolds,
Yeah.
with all its imperfections.
It's not always pretty.
It's not, but it's ours. And she believes that gratitude is the key to unlocking that grace.
Oh, interesting.
When we appreciate what we have, it naturally softens our resistance to things we can't control.
It's like that classic glass half full idea, right?
Exactly.
Focusing on what we're grateful for shifts our mindset.
From scarcity to abundance,
Yeah.
which then leads to greater contentment.
And that contentment.
Right, that acceptance of what is, that is
Yeah.
the foundation of grace.
It allows us to find peace, even in the midst of difficult circumstances.
Even in the chaos.
So how do we actually cultivate these qualities in our daily lives?
Yes, that's the big question.
That is the big question. Well, Susan offers some really practical tips in our blog post.
Okay, I'm ready.
For starters, she talks about approaching our relationships with more grace.
Okay.
This means responding to others with compassion, patience, and understanding.
Okay, good.
Think about the people you interact with every day. Your friends, your family, even the cashier at the grocery store.
Right, the people that we take for granted.
Totally. By choosing to approach these interactions with grace,
Yeah.
we not only create a more harmonious environment for ourselves, but also have this ripple effect on those around us.
It's contagious,
Yeah.
Grace is contagious.
It's amazing how a simple shift in our own attitude can impact so many people.
It really is. And Susan highlights the importance of expressing gratitude for the people in our lives.
Okay.
When we appreciate those connections, it strengthens our bonds
Yeah.
and it brings more joy to our interactions.
Like we're actively choosing to focus on the positive.
Exactly. And it helps us get through those tough times.
Right, because no relationship is perfect.
No, they're not.
Susan suggests keeping a gratitude journal as a way to make this a daily habit.
Oh, journaling is so helpful.
Yeah.
Taking just a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for really helps to train your mind to look for the good,
Yeah.
even on those challenging days.
And she has some great great advice for those moments when that frustration or negativity creeps in.
Oh yeah, we all have them.
She suggests a really simple but powerful technique.
Okay, I'm listening.
Pause, take a deep breath, and think of one thing you're grateful for.
It's like hitting a reset button for your mind.
Yeah.
By consciously shifting our focus to something positive, we interrupt that downward spiral of negativity, and we can approach the situation with more grace and composure.
And for those who enjoy a more contemplative approach, Susan recommends gratitude meditation.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Even just a few minutes a day can make such a difference. Focus on your breath, bring to mind someone or something you deeply appreciate, and let that feeling of gratitude wash over you. It creates a sense of inner peace and calm that naturally extends outwards into our interactions with the world.
Susan also talks about letting go with grace.
Letting go.
What do you think she means by that?
It's about recognizing that we can't control everything in life, right?
Okay.
There are going to be things we can't change. Disappointments will face expectations that may not be met. Letting go with grace means releasing those attachments, accepting what is, and choosing to focus on the present moment.
It's about surrendering to the flow of life rather than trying to force things to be a certain way.
Exactly. And she emphasizes that this acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about finding peace and even joy in the midst of whatever life brings our way. It's about recognizing that each moment holds its own unique beauty and possibility.
I love that. And, it's so powerful about all this.
What's that?
Susan points out that gratitude and grace have a ripple effect.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just about us as individuals.
Okay.
When we choose to live with these qualities, it influences our relationships, our communities, and even the world around us.
Yeah.
We become a source of strength and inspiration for others, especially for younger generations who are looking for guidance on how to navigate life's complexities.
That's such a beautiful thought. By embracing gratitude and grace, we're not just enriching our own lives, but we're also contributing to a more compassionate and harmonious world.
What a beautiful way to think about it. And here's where Susan's message really hits home for me. She talks about the legacy we create by embracing these qualities.
That's not just about material things.
No, not at all. It's about the impact we have on the people around us.
Right.
The values we embody, the inspiration we spark in others.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine the ripple effect we create by showing up in the world with grace and gratitude.
It's powerful.
We become role models,
Or it's-
especially for younger women, demonstrating that aging can be a time of incredible strength, wisdom, and fulfillment. Gratitude is the key to unlocking that grace.
It all comes back to gratitude.
Susan ends her blog post with a thought-provoking question for her readers.
Okay.
She asks, what one small act of gratitude will you practice today to invite more grace into your life?
I love that question.
And I think it's a wonderful question for all of us to consider.
Absolutely. It reminds us that cultivating gratitude and grace doesn't have to be this monumental effort.
Right. It's not about changing your whole life overnight.
No, it can start with small, intentional acts that we weave into our daily routines.
As we've been discussing all of this, I've been thinking about how often we as women, especially as we get older,
Can get caught up in this feeling of needing to be doing all the time.
always striving, always achieving, always busy.
Exactly. But what if embracing gratitude and grace is actually the ultimate form of self-care?
I love that perspective. It's about giving ourselves permission to simply be, to appreciate the present moment, to accept ourselves and our lives as they are.
Without judgment.
Without judgment. It's about recognizing that our worth isn't tied to our accomplishments or our busyness,
Right.
but to our inherent value as human beings.
And when we truly embrace that truth, I think grace naturally flows into our lives.
Beautifully said. It's like we finally give ourselves permission to exhale,
Yeah.
to let go of the need to control everything and to find peace in the unfolding of life.
And that peace, that inner harmony, it radiates outwards, influencing those around us and creating a more gracious and compassionate world.
It's a ripple effect that starts with each of us one act of gratitude, one moment of grace at a time.
So for all of you listening, I encourage you to embrace Susan's challenge.
Ask yourself, what one small act of gratitude can you bring into your life today?
Maybe it's savoring your morning cup of coffee,
Yeah.
calling a friend, taking a walk in nature.
Or simply appreciating the beauty of a sunset.
It doesn't have to be grand or complicated. It's about those little moments that spark joy and appreciation.
Right, and as you cultivate this habit of gratitude, you'll notice a subtle but profound shift in your perspective.
You'll start to see the world through a lens of grace finding beauty in the everyday acceptance in the face of challenges, and peace in the midst of life's uncertainties. And that, my friends, is the true secret to aging at ease.
So beautifully put, and I think that's a perfect place to pause. For now, we've covered so much ground in this deep dive into Susan's blog post, and I hope it's given you some valuable insights and inspiration to take with you.
Wow, we've really explored a lot in Susan's log, haven't we?
We have, from those unique opportunities that this stage of life offers to that whole idea of the transformative power of gratitude and grace. It's been quite a journey.
It really has, and it keeps sticking with me.
What's that?
Is this whole concept of legacy, and not just the, material things we leave behind, but the impact we have on the people around us.
Right. It's about the values we embody, the wisdom we share, and the inspiration we spark in others. Think about the women who have inspired you in your own life. What qualities drew you to them?
Often, it's their strength, their resilience, their ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and a sense of humor.
And those qualities, they just become even more beautiful as we age.
They absolutely do, and by choosing to embrace gratitude and grace, we become those beacons of wisdom and strength for others.
Right.
We show the world that aging isn't something to fear, but a time of continued growth and fulfillment.
Imagine the ripple effect if every woman embraced this perspective.
It would transform our communities, our families, ultimately the world.
It's a powerful vision, and it all starts with each of us.
One choice, one act of gratitude, one moment of grace at a time.
We have the power to redefine what it means to age, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come.
That is so powerful.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this question.
Okay.
What kind of legacy do you want to create? How do you want to be remembered?
Let those questions guide you as you move forward on your journey.
Embrace the freedom, the wisdom, and that unique beauty of this chapter in your life.
And remember, you are not alone on this path. We're all in this together, supporting and inspiring each other along the way.
So true. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into gratitude and grace. May you find joy, peace, and a renewed sense of purpose in this beautiful season of life.
Beautifully said.
Until next time, take care, everyone, and keep shining your light.
Thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to Time for Tranquility, and click the notification bell for updates. Take care and stay tranquil.